Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're listening to the Good Living Podcast. Still your host, Coke Boy. Nothing happened to me. I know it's been a minute. Let's just say I've been anticipating and then licking my wounds after that horrible match against Man City yesterday. I'm an Arsenal fan, as most of you know, and we're building up this whole game around playing City and trying to see if we can get something from that game and then have hopes of winning the league. And we went to that match and completely capitulated. Like, we played shit. We were just laid back like some fat guys semen. Man, if we had fought a little bit and lost the same scoreline, I wouldn't even be mad. It's just because we didn't even fight. Like, we went there and we did not turn up, and we know we're supposed to turn up. Like, these guys have turned up all season. They've played good football. They've been at the top of the league for so fucking long. 35 weeks they were top of the league. How could we possibly have played like that? Losing points, dropping points against from look, the only thing is only people, because I know the ops want to hear me cry and want to hear me complain and bitch and moan about how we didn't win that game. And if you're not an Arsenal fan or a football fan, this might be boring to you, but I swear to God, you have no idea how painful that match was. I sat there throughout this entire season watching almost every single game my team played because I was thinking at the end of the season we would win the league. And over the past 3 weeks, I don't know what the fuck just happened. I don't know. It's not even a blip. It's just like jazz. Like they just stone us somewhere from a door and everything just started falling apart. And it has really fucked my day, man. It has really fucked my day, fucked my week. I mean, my last several weeks have just been repeatedly fucked by one thing or the other, and then this fucking Arsenal crown it up every single week, from Liverpool to West Ham to yesterday. This shit we played. Let me just skip this football talk because it's fucking annoying, but this is not why I'm recording this podcast today. This is not why I'm back. Alright. Fuck, it's difficult to forget it. Alright, cool. See, I've noticed something, and I know I do this thing. This is me. I do it. When there's always this fight, male versus female, when there's an argument, when there is something, male versus female, whatever it is, I'm always taking the side of the men. It's almost like I'm always attacking women with the things that I say, the things that I post, the opinions that I have. And I'm aware of that. I really am. And I used to always say it in the past, I don't care, I don't give a fuck what you think and stuff like that. Of course I do give a fuck, because I have women in my life that I love, and I don't want them thinking that I see them in a certain way that I don't. And I think it's the same thing for most men who think the way I do. They love the women in their lives, obviously. And I remember when someone was trying to tell me, probably because I didn't spend enough time with my mom, that's why I feel the way I feel about women. And I'm like, what way do I feel about women? It's just that I personally feel like a lot of people don't see. Okay, she might be right with what she said, although that was annoying for me at the time to listen here. But the thing is, you might have more compassion or sympathy with the things women do because you grew up with your mom, and in your perspective, she was a very good woman. And when you see other women, you see because of that experience of your mom being a nice woman and all of that, you don't expect evil from women that much. So when they do it, you're almost thinking it's off character. It's not like that's who they are. And then there's someone like me who, to be fair, early years of my life, I didn't spend a lot of time with my mom. And then when I see women do horrible things, I'm always like, that's what they are. That's who they are. I think that is a perspective difference. But right now, I'm here to come and say I denounce all of this stuff because I'm going to find myself in less and less male and female arguments henceforth. And you know why? It's because I've realized something. My eyes have opened to it at this point now. There's no point fighting. One thing I know is, if you want to divide the people, if you want to regain control, you have to divide. That's why they say divide and conquer. You have to cause division amongst the people that you want to control. And then you can control the narrative and you can keep them distracted or fighting each other. Then you can gain control over their time, their efforts, their whatever that you want to gain control over. And here's what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't think there's any particular right or wrong when the two genders are involved. Let me explain. For example, if they ask a question, who cheats more, men or women? You're going to have different answers based on different perspectives. And you will hear some people say, men cheat more, men cheat a lot more. You go somewhere else and hear women cheat a lot more. So I'm saying We might say men are bad people because they are cheats. Men are cheats. And somebody else will say the same thing about women. So we'll keep arguing forever. There would never be a conclusion to some of these things we argue about, right? There might never be a conclusion. So I'm suggesting that we stop this argument. And I'm telling you why. Because I'm thinking it's intentional. Let me give you another example. The reason why, when you ask me, Coke Boy, are women good people? Or maybe you there's a certain kind of question you ask that will make me say something negative about women, right? Not generalizing, but I'll say they are very capable of this kind of evil. And it's because as a man, from my perspective, the things I've always seen, the things I've always experienced is being a man, I'm already seeing that I've taken a side. I've already taken a side, right? So when I hear that a woman did something evil to a man, I'm like, these people, they won't kill us. I'm like, I'll be like that. But a woman, if she hears something that a man did terrible, she's not going to be like, oh, men are good people. We are the ones that are always wicked, but this is an exception. The case where this man did this evil thing is the exception. No, they don't see that. They see it as they too are the saints and men are the evil ones. And we would never agree. And relationships have been, how do I say it, man? You see the recent times that we are in, it's difficult to see a strong relationship, really. When I was little growing up, aunties and uncles that were my age when I was little, if they were in relationships, you would know this is maybe it's the innocence, but I don't think it is. The level of seriousness in those relationships, the way they looked like a solid couple. Those relationships were, if you knew your auntie had a boyfriend or a man, there's a way the relationship always seemed solid to you, because she's loyal to him, he's providing for her, he's like her man. You can see that clearly in those relationships. But now, being at that age, we're seeing a lot of decadence. Relationships cannot last any longer. This is the era where relationships last last the shortest. And there's a reason for that. And I know why. There are things that are spoiling men, and there are things that are spoiling women. And there are things that are spoiling all of us. And depression is what is spoiling all of us. Everybody's depressed. Everybody's tired. Everybody's exhausted. Everybody needs money. And they've made money in this period. And it's not just Nigeria. It's not just us in Africa. The whole world is literally poorer. All right? Life is harder now than it was, 20 years ago. It is. And that's why a lot of things are happening. It's not because men are wicked or women are wicked. These stories are bound to come alive or come out. From somewhere you will hear where a woman cheated on a man. From somewhere you will hear when a man cheated on a woman. You always hear these stories. And relationships are not suffering now because one gender is difficult, is evil. We've always been how we are. But the circumstances around us now make it really, really difficult for us to choose decency. Because, for example, modern day men are seeing so many naked women. I can literally go off this app right now, go and open porn and see 1,000 naked women if I wanted to. That is literally how easy it is for a young man coming up who has never slept with a woman to see naked women. So, how can you value women? Or how can you respect them? How can you expect to stay long in a relationship with them and endure certain things when you know that if it's sex, you can really just see as many naked women as you want, you can beat off to it and you'll be good. So, the motivation for you to actually stick out a relationship with someone that you actually do care about is not there anymore because you think you have a replacement. Now, women, on the other hand, are also given something else to look up to. For example, when we were much younger, the women who did a show for a living and opened their bodies and stuff like that, if you were not a musician or an actress or something, you were an ashawo, and really society frowned upon you in a way, right? You are not the celebrity, you are not the number one man or number one woman in the country in terms of people who the youth look up to. But now, see how porn is spoiling men, right? And the perspective of men. And let's say music, for example. Like people who listen to a lot of maybe trap and stuff like that. Nobody talks about being in a home. You don't hear any love songs. It's about fucking this bitch and fucking that bitch and doing this and doing that. And the music is fucking everybody's brain up. So we that are coming up, like the young adults are listening to this stuff, and that's the mindset we use into the real world. So women expect respect from us, and we can't give that to them because this is the information we are getting, and that is the way we are beginning to see the world and women, and so we don't think that they deserve that respect, that patience and all of that. So a relationship with them won't last long. The same thing, women are expecting a lot of things from men, like money, especially money, because why? The celebrities they are looking at, right, are the ones that can afford plastic surgery here and there, boob job, lip job, ass job, whatever, liposuction. They will fly to Dubai here and there, post pictures, pam pam pam. Every now nobody listens to the 9 o'clock news anymore. It's Instagram, it's your phone, it's Instablog and everything. And who is Instablog shoving down your throat? It's Bobrisky. It's this one and that one and all these ones that are naked on the social media without any actual talent, just the body that they are showing online. And they have all the hair that these girls want to wear, and they're wearing all the shoes that these girls want to wear. And anything they say is about how whatever they say, whatever comes out of their mouth is how they collect money from men. Is don't give broke boy this, that, like everything they say. So if you have girls looking up to these people, they are thinking, you know what? If I don't have a guy or a man or a bunch of men that are simping over me and providing all these things for me, then who am I as a woman? This is who I'm supposed to be, because that is who the society has put for you as your role model. We're not giving that. Cardi B was Woman of the Year at some point. Woman of the Year. If a stripper that says you're not even a musician, good, but what do you sing in your song is wet ass pussy, like that's what everybody, that's what you're listening to. And so when these two people together that the society has fucked over come together to have a relationship, they can't have respect, they can't stay long with each other, because the girl is looking for who will give her the next big money, the guy is looking for the next pussy he will sleep with. And if you are doing too much, if he has money, we just pay for somebody to come and sleep with him. That my girls even like money, so it's just fucked. And when we start unfucking ourselves, I'm sorry I'm cussing too much, but I think this is the only word. We are all fucked. This is the word I'm going to use for it. And everybody is depressed. Everybody is fucked up. Even the men need money. And these days now, feminism has come, yeah? So there's more women talking down on men, the chance they get, because that's what's supposed to make them feel powerful, I challenge you, I say this, yeah? No woman wants to go out and work, wants to have to go out and work. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. For example, as a man, and any man listening to this, you can confirm if you're not a man listening and you want to confirm. Ask your dad or your elder brother, the first time he got a job and started earning money, the pride. Ask him, the first time he saw himself as somebody who could potentially provide henceforth. The time he started waking up and saying, I'm going to work to earn money, the pride in him. He's been waiting for that. He always wanted to have to do that. All right. Men want to have the responsibility of going to work and providing. They want to have it and be able to deliver on it. And then society is forcing certain women, not forcing, but trying to convince women that they also want to have that. The average woman wants to lie down and be taken care of. It's not like being stupid, but she doesn't want to have to wake up and go to work, go outside and grind and bring money back home. That's not what she wants to have to do. She wants to have to wake up and maybe deal with little home stuff and just relax. And she wants to have a man that provides for her. That's what the average woman wants. And then why won't we quarrel and be shitting on one another if society is convincing women now that you people should also go out there? And then when a woman does that, she doesn't really feel happy. That is why she doesn't like the men around her. She doesn't like men when she's making her own money. She's very intolerant with men, because she knows that this is not what she's supposed to be. She probably doesn't know, but her subconscious is what's pricking her and annoying her. And I'm saying the world is designed to make us completely compete against each other and just pit ourselves against each other. And that's messed up. And so I just want to say, if you have somebody, if you have a relationship, really, leave stupid advice, because there's advice everywhere. There's people who are actually making sense. If I seem to be making sense in this pod, there's people who are talking out there on the internet whose content is actually supposed to make sense to you. Listen to those people. Fill your head with more of the sensible people. I follow Jordan Peterson on TikTok, and I watch his videos and stuff, because I know these are people who are educated in psychology in a certain way. They understand people, and if they say things, is because it is off the back of years of research and proper studying and learning and all of that he's saying what he's saying. And if I'm taking advice from the internet, it should be some people that I trust. All right, somebody who is in a successful marriage comes out on the internet to dish out advice about marriage on the internet, I will fucking listen to that. But if somebody that's an Instagram influencer giving you relationship advice when you don't know any long-term relationship she's been in that has been successful, or giving you marriage advice or money advice when you've not seen clear success in what she's doing. For example, money advice is not about how to make money. It's like, what do you do for a living, right? You're making that video out of Dubai and you're still, but and you're just an Instagram influencer. Who's paying you that much? Who's paying you Dubai money? You know, we can all try and sugarcoat it, but mostly men take you out and fly all this. So when you're giving advice about how to save money and all of that, you're making women listen to you, and you're not giving them the advice because you don't know. But when you start looking at the internet a certain way where you can get advice from people who really care, not who care but who know, and then you can start moving forward with life because you know you have the right people around you. They say where you be in 5 years is the people you listen to, and it might be your friends, but a lot of people we're always on our phones. So what content do you put in your head? That's where you'll be in 5 years. So try to meter your content, all right? Yeah, some things will make you laugh, but it's always a lesson. There's subliminal lessons in all these comedy videos. And if you think you're getting the wrong one, there are certain type of videos you should just skip on because some ideas are entering your mind still. And then start listening to people who know. Thank you very much for listening to the Good Living Podcast. I should have made a video for this. Yeah, one more thing. No.